Hey all, it's the State Super Hero Geek here, and I'm kind of excited about this video because this is going to be my favorite female figures, and they're going to be boxed. Um, like I said before, I have a lot more favorite female figures than male figures, and I have to kind of make sure I do this in the time frame because I think I'm only allowed 20 minutes on the videos from YouTube, so I'm going to have to pretty much jump right into this to make sure this gets done. Anyway, before I do that, I do have to do an honorable mention because I mentioned these are box figures, but there's one out of the box I've shown you before that I want to make sure I mention. It's not in the top 10 here, but it definitely is one that should be. Okay, and that, of course, is I've shown her before, and that is the Jessica Jones figure. I think this is a really, really good figure. I mean, absolutely excellent face print and clothing and everything there. This is just a really well done figure. And if I ever see this in the box again, I'm buying it. Okay, like I say, the only reason she's out of the box is I want to put the Build figure together, but I want to have another one in the box. But this is definitely one that deserves to be an honorable mention in this. Okay, we're going to get right into this now. Um, I'm going to go from 10 down to 1, 1 being the best. It's hard to do this because I like all these figures. Okay, so I had to, somehow through this, I've had to take these and make least favorite versus favorite. But I like these figures a lot. Okay, so it's just because one is number 10 or number 9 doesn't mean I don't like it, okay? So after a lot of debating, I went ahead and I'm going to name this one number 10, okay? And that is Domino. I think this is a good figure. This is when I took the Build-A-Figure out because I did the Sasquatch from the Sasquatch wave. Good figure. And I have to say, I really liked the live-action version they did of her in Deadpool 2. That actress playing her did a good job, and I think this is an interesting figure, a good figure. I put her at number 10 because I had to make something number 10. Okay, but that doesn't mean I don't like this figure. I think this is a good figure. She is going to stay in the box. In fact, I'm thinking about buying a replacement for the Build-A-Figure part in there so it's a complete thing, even though it's open. But Domino gets number 10. All right. Now, number 9. This is one of those that I know almost nothing about this hero, okay? But this is a good figure. Um, and I looked up a little bit, and that is Thundra. Now, it has a piece for the Hulkbuster in here, but the figure itself, they did a really good job on this. Just overall, I mean, the costuming, the face, it's a well, I almost said full figure. Yeah, she's full figure, all right. No, but I mean, um, the sculpting, it's a robust figure, and I think it really is a good display piece. And you know, like I say, even though I know almost nothing about this character, I think this is a real good figure. So I went ahead and I put her at number 9. She may even deserve to be higher than that, but I say again, something had to be number 9. So there she is. But I think Thunder's good. So, all right. Number 8. Now I've got two versions of this, and I like the other version too. And that she didn't is not on the list, but that doesn't mean she's not good. This one here I saw and had to have, and this is the X-23 version of Wolverine, the female. I guess this would be Laura, all grown up. And this is a heck of a figure. Great costuming. She has the blades, of course, masked in the extra head, and just really impressive. Now this picture I can see right here is, if you haven't seen this figure, is not doing it justice. You have to see this, hold this in your hand, and look at this figure because this is a very impressive figure, and a good spot for number 8. Um, and I like this character a lot. And supposedly they're going to be making a movie with that little girl that was in Logan, called Laura, and do a little bit more about her character. But she's taking over for Wolverine. So Wolverine X-23. All right. Now here's where it gets even tougher. So I guess I'm going to go. Now we're going to have to step away from superhero for just a minute because these two here are not really superheroes, but they're pretty good. Now this one here is one of the few NECA figures I have. Now I like NECA a lot. I wish they had them, a source of them here locally because I would be buying more NECA figures. I love their Predators, and they've got a lot of characters that are good. Was of NECA, and I've got some NECAs that are Harry Potter, but I would definitely have more NECAs. There's no question about it, but it's just not a source. The Target here has very few NECAs. I think the one they had the best stock of was the Godzilla, and that's not something I'm really interested in. It's good. I mean, if you really like Godzilla, sure, get it, but that's something to do. But this is a NECA piece, and this is the Ellen Ripley from Aliens, and in the bomber jacket. And that character, what a strong character Ripley was. I mean, the only one with her that I didn't care for was I didn't care for the third Alien. I didn't think that was very good. But the first, second, and Alien Resurrection were all outstanding. And I would like to get the Vasquez one they have if you're. I found this in Toys R Us when they were still open. But this is a good. The character is great, and it's a really good figure. Sigourney Weaver's pretty badass. So. This one definitely deserves to be on the list. So, now, speaking of heroines who are badass, I don't think there's anyone that is just a regular person that's a hero than this one. And this show ran for 5 years. I got all 5 seasons on DVD, and I loved this character, and I missed this character. And that is Sydney Bristow, Alias. What a show. I mean, that show was just awesome, and she just kicked butt through that show. And I really, really like Jennifer Garner, and this character, Sydney Bristow. I miss her so much because that show was just great. And she looks great now. She just did a movie recently, you've seen it, called Peppermint, where she's a married woman, her family is murdered, and she gets back at the bad guys. And I mean, it's good to see her in action again because she's a really good action star. And anyway, Sydney Bristow will always be a favorite of mine, and that's why she's got to be on the list too. No question about it. I think she's great. So, Sydney Bristow. All right. Hey, we're doing good on time. All right. Getting right to the point here. Okay, now like I say here, I've got 4 more. And I've got to put these in some kind of an order. I'm going to go ahead and put this one as number 5 probably because it's been around for a while. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was, if not my first, one of my very first action figures I purchased. And there's a couple reasons for that I'll explain in a minute. But this is the Winter Soldier version of Black Widow. Now, this started off as fairly common, and then they say it was really rare according to the internet. And then I saw there was a show that one of the guys went to that had their video on, and they only have one of these for only $25. So it goes up and down in value, but I think it's very valuable. But one of the things about this that I say is I'm a huge fan of Scarlett Johansson. I think she's a great actress. She's supposed to be a really sweet lady, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, of course. I mean, I love her beauty. I think she's awesome. But this one, it probably should be placed higher, actually. But the reason I'm putting in number 5 is because this one's been around for a while, and it's a really well done figure, and you can't have too many Black Widows. So anyway, but and I like this because it says actually look like Scarlett Johansson. So she's number 5. All right, now we're narrowing it down here. Okay, the last. Boy. Alright, I'm going to have an argument between 3 and 4. And I'll go back and forth, but boy, this is tough. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call this one a number 4. This is the version, they got a movie coming up about this. This is the Jean Grey Dark Phoenix after Famke Janssen. And this is a good piece. I mean, this really, really looks like her. Great costuming. This is exactly what it was out of the X-Men Last Stand. And good figure. She's powerful and dark. And I'm eager to see how this new movie Dark Phoenix looks like. It's going to be really good with the new actress, the younger actress. But this one deserves a spot on the list. So this is number 4. I'm going to go ahead and call it that. The Jean Grey Dark Phoenix. All right. Final 3. Now, not only do I like this figure, but it was a son of a gun to get. And I finally got it, and I got it at a fair price. I paid some penalty money for it, but a fair price. And this one is hard to get. And this is a great character. She's powerful, pretty deadly, and I love the actress that plays her. She's right there with Scarlett Johansson as far as the feelings I have for her. And that, of course, is the Civil War Scarlet Witch. What a character. And Elizabeth Olsen, great, and what a pretty, oh my goodness. Anyway, but that's another story. But I love her character. Now in the comic book, she's married to Vision. So, but yes, this is a good figure, highly collectible, and I'm very glad to have this in my collection. And it's one of my more scarce pieces. So besides it's scarce again, see. Anyway, but Scarlet Witch, number 3. Good choice. Okay. Just give me 1 second, please. Sorry. Post-nasal drip. You gotta pardon me on that. All right. Number 2 and number 1. This is a recent acquisition. There were 3 in this set, and this is, I like all 3, but this one is the most unique. And that is from the movie that just came out, the Star Force version of Captain Marvel. And this is I believe, a Target exclusive, and I got this one online. I got a good price on it. I've seen this ridiculously priced. It's not unbelievable what the price is at, but I got it for like about $30, so I got a fair deal on it. If you watch the movie, you will understand why she's in this. If you haven't seen it, but she basically has 3 uniforms in the movie, but this is the one she starts out with, and she's part of what's called the Star Force. That's a good movie, and you should see it. And of course, it's setting up Avengers Endgame. This figure is really good. The costuming is great. It looks like a lot of equipment. I think this is going to be highly collectible. Okay, so definitely this is one you should have and see the movie. So, but good character, and this takes the number 2 spot. All right, number 1. I saw this character and I bought it out of the package, and then shortly after that I found one that was in the package. And I studied a little bit about this character's superpower and stuff. It's very interesting, but I just like this figure, so I had to give her the number 1 spot. And that is, drumroll, Tigra. This is a very, very good figure. Pretty hard to get. And this is in the package. It was a Walmart exclusive. And I just can only say good things about this. I'd like to maybe get some comics and read some stories and things about it. It tells a little bit more about her and what she does and how she uses her powers and things. What her powers are, I have no idea. But this one is absolutely one of my favorites. And I have got to say that, first of all, I don't even want to sell any of my figures anyway, but I mentioned before that if someone offered me money on this, no, not interested. I mean, I don't know what it would take for me to give this up, but it would really have to be something. So, and I have no intention of doing so. But Tiger, if you ever see this one, buy it, by all means. But she takes the number 1 spot, Tiger. Okay. Now, that completes the top 10 female figures, heroes. Next, I'm going to do a thing on the villains, favorite villains and best villains. Okay, that'll be the next video. But Anyway, as I say, I'm enjoying doing these, and I hope that you are enjoying them. Say again, I'm glad to see I have some subscribers and things, and I'm trying to do things to please you out there and myself as well. But hopefully we can stay with this and we'll take an interest in this. And if you want to comment to me, please do. Welcome comments, and a thumbs up will always help if you can do that. Criticisms, if something you don't like, let me know, and maybe I can adjust it. If it's something that I think that should be changed, and I have the ability to do so, I will do so. So, anyway, that's all for today, and I want to thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you very soon, and everyone have a very good day.